How about some super dupers?
Oh, hell yeah.
All over the place. Now, not great for punters in a lot of situations.
Sure.
Not great for kickers in a lot of situations. But everybody talks about the offense. Hey, this quarterback can lead them. Defense, they got championship defense. Nobody's talking about the third phase. I think we try to bring it up, obviously, because I was a punter, so I have massive respect for the guys playing on special teams, which is the back half of the roster. That's a rotating bunch, too. So the special teams coordinator is the only one that addresses the entire team, offense, defense, and then obviously the guys that are just there for special teams, because at any moment you could pull from in any play could win the game. Any play could sway playoff hopes, Super Bowl dreams. That's what special teams is. Let's dive into some highlights. Torrey Horton from the Seahawks. I'm sorry, Jalen Lane from the Commanders, 90-yard return versus the Raiders. Then Torrey Horton, Seahawks, 95-yard punt return. They also happened to block a punt earlier in the day. They blocked a punt. Go ahead and give me that. Seattle Seahawks not only return a punt, they also block a punt. Should have scooped and scored that one, put another 7 on, but they beat the living dog shite out of the Saints. Feels like a lot of people are doing that, but you got to be able to hold up in special teams down there.
You got to be able to hold up. We used to call it the fourth down army. We were in the Indy, and that, look, complimentary football, that third phase doesn't get talked about enough. But, I mean, unbelievable. You got to be an athlete there and scoop and score that, though. Got to get 7.
Have to. Okay, let's go to Cameron Dicker of the Chargers. He's had the greatest start in NFL history, the first 100 kicks. Now he has one to win it. Fourth quarter, 5 seconds left. Game on the line against division rival, and Cameron Dicker does what Cameron Dicker do. Knocks it right down the middle. Justin Herbert's a real deal. Cameron Dicker might be the best kicker in the history of football, D-Bucks.
He might be, and you knew as soon as they got him in field goal range now. Up until this point, we have seen some big-time blocks and big-time moments, so that would have been the only thing that got in the way of Cameron Dicker, but he is Dicker the kicker, the best in the business. Big-time kick, took 3-0 against 3 divisional opponents to start the season. Unbelievable start.
That's a great way to start for the Chargers. Let's go to the Bucks. Chase McLaughlin. He has a 36-yarder to win it. How did we get here? You might ask. Well, let's do some more special teams. Earlier, 2 minutes left. Will McDonald off the edge, block, and then what? Scoop. Then what? Score. Cut to Tyrod Taylor in the middle of a play, Fox. Why are we doing that? Touchdown, New York Jets. Special teams. Block a Chase McLaughlin kick right up over the center. No leverage was used. No call was made. Game-winning blocked kick. Scoop, score right. Aaron Glenn. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yes, we did. What a moment. 1:49 left in the game. That might be too much for Baker Mayfield. Yeah, right. All Baker does is have comebacks. Chase McLaughlin would then nail this 36-yarder. 29-27. The Bucks remain undefeated. Unbelievable stuff from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now let's go to the 49ers. They're starting Mac Jones as their quarterback. They were in a dogfight with the Arizona Cardinals. An absolute dogfight. Eddie Pinheiro knocks one through, wins the game. You know, Moody, who had been kicking for the Niners, lost his confidence, and maybe the op wasn't great. He had been missing a lot of kicks and extra points. Pinheiro coming out and making that and saying, this is my shit. This is my shit. Huge for them going forward. The Niners might be inevitable, by the way. They got a lot of people hurt.
A lot of people hurt.
And they're still winning. Christian McCaffrey, I got a stat from Hembo. He's on pace to have the most touches in the history of ball. How much they're using him right now. He's on pace to have more touches.
He's healthy.
If he can stay healthy and the Niners can continue to do what they do, and Mac Jones doesn't turn the ball over.
Nope.
What's he doing?
No. I mean, look, Mac's going to do that sometimes. You know how Mac is, but also, you know, that's just classic Mac Jones.
What he's referring to is Mac Jones, whenever he was asked about the turnover, basically said, I threw the ball right to the guy. Way to go. He's a professional athlete. He caught the ball. That's real. That is actually real.
True story.
We appreciate Mac having the personality and the moxie and also being undefeated. Congratulations to Mac Jones. He might get paid $100 million. Now let's go to that Packers-Browns game, shall we? 2 seconds left. 55-yarder for Andre Smith. How did we get here, though? Well, let's go back. 27 seconds left in the game.
Unbelievable, really. Right?
To steal a win against the Browns. Nope! Blocked kick. The Cleveland Browns special team. Bunch of dogs in the dog pound. Come around the edge. Got to get a hand on him, Doc. We got to get a body on him. We got to get a better shove on the edge. He comes around, gets a huge block. They scoop it. Only need a few more yards now for you to be in game-winning field goal range. And they certainly did.
Yeah.
Andre Schmidt out of Syracuse. Right? Dahn. Broadway. What a kick. Flag was not on the kicking team. And that's how the Cleveland Browns beat the Green Bay Packers. Block kick into a long kick, and that's called stealing that shit from the Green Bay Packers. Ty, what a heartbreaker for you in the dog pound.
Yeah, absolute heartbreaker. You just saw it there. 27 seconds. The Browns have no timeouts. They block a kick, and Flacco completes one pass. They get down, spike it. Apparently didn't think they'd have any time. It is a cool story for this Andre Schmidt guy, though, because last week week one, he did not play well. They were calling for his job. I think he lost his mom, and then for him to respond, this way and absolutely dagger the Packers' playoff hopes. That's a lot of people are saying, hey, this team can't do anything. You can't beat the Browns. So we'll see.
Dagger the playoff Super Bowl. Okay, so you guys are saying we might win some games. This will be fun. But when we got to go on the road and win a big one, we lost to Cleveland. I don't know if you're respecting Cleveland enough.
And those jerseys?
Yeah, those jerseys are sick. Those jerseys are sick. But how many road games you got to play a year?
8.
Same amount as home.
Less than half of them.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
So
you're worried.
I mean, we'll see. I wasn't. And
what if the Cleveland Browns are good?
The Browns D-line is going to be amazing. We talked about the Giants, I think, their D-line for a while, and then all of a sudden you think, okay, never mind, Mason Graham, Myles Garrett, and the kid from Ohio State they got. Yeah, all three of them just were collapsing pockets yesterday.
And we can't talk about super-duper special teams without bringing out a super-duper play. A man who's over 330 pounds was clocked going the fastest that 330 pounds has ever been clocked going. Ladies and gentlemen, this man, Jordan Davis, should not be able to do what he did as easily and as smoothly as he did it. Now, granted, obviously you can fall over and win that game by one, no problem. Instead, clean scoop, not easy. Ball's oblong, obviously. Right after he demoralizes a guard, snags a kick out of midair, clean scoop, give me that. And let me just go ahead and beat everybody to the end zone. Tight end right there realizes, I'm not going to be able to catch this guy who's 330 pounds. He was striding out. Earlier in the game, it wasn't just Jordan. Jalen Carter blocks a kick on this guy, too. I mean, you're talking about Jalen Carter or Jordan Davis getting a block this early. Obviously, that's going to make other teams think to themselves, like, okay, we got to be stout against these guys.
Yep.
But Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, now that they got one, it's almost like taking a lid off. Like, okay, if we do drive just a strain a little bit, then we get our hands up, we can actually block these kicks. It's like a confidence builder, I think, for people. And Jalen Hurts, during Football Night in America, came in during Maria Taylor and Jordan Davis's conversation and basically said, yeah, I saw you two Georgia boys out there. It's like, this is what we got these guys for. And they did just that. Yep. I don't know how one guard is going to stop them.
No chance.
Genuinely, I have no idea how one guard is going to stop. On the offensive side, everybody's talking about the tush push for the Philadelphia Eagles. This is cheating. And they jumped outside again.
Yeah, which it is.
And it didn't get going. This is cheating. We are a supporter of the play. It's a football play. You got to do what you got to do. You got to stop them. They did jump off sides again. It didn't get called. But the tush push, still involves pushing and shit like that. For blocking of kicks, they used to let linebackers, like multiple linebackers, go put their hands directly on the cheeks of these D tackles. Yep. And they would push them, and then they would be the ones that would be up there jumping. They got rid of that because they said it was unsafe. Okay, now on the offensive side, they still got it going on, but they got rid of it on the defensive side. Now you got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. That's basically similar to what it used to be with four people pushing. I think they're going to use this as an advantage. I think there's a real chance that because they get two this early, they get confident, and they're only going to get more deep.
I mean, it's a lot of power, a lot of explosiveness right in the middle of that defense. They've been playing great on defense as well, but when you get a guy that big, that tall, and I don't know if we all remember, he blew everybody away at the combine because of how big he was and how explosive he was. I believe he ran like a 4.8 or somewhere around that at that weight. So to see him scoop and score, we talked about the Seattle one, it should have been a scoop and score. To see him be an athlete like that, scoop and score and take that thing all the way to the crib for a walk-off, I mean, a terrible beat for a lot of bettors out there who had Rams plus 3.5, but a great way to finish the game for the Eagles.
Yeah, it was a terrible beat. It was a great win, though. Sirianni was losing his shit out there. Jalen Hurts like this while watching Jordan Davis run down there, super casual, no facial expression.
Sure.
Sirianni's watching it happen, looking for flags, taking his headset off, and he said, we're meeting at the end zone. Started running with it. He's running how fast? I'm going to try to run about half of that. Yeah, we got it. Got it. There's a thought, get Dahn. Somebody's thinking, no, you know what? Actually, go.
No, go.
Yeah.
Score.
Go.
Score.
Go
Score.
look for flags. There's no flags. Holy shit. Holy. Yes, we did. Yes, and right behind him there, the guy with the sunglasses, the mayor, Randy Brown, who's the special teams coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens or special teams, whatever. He's got a really big title. He's been there for a long time. That's his boy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's special teams for the Philadelphia Eagles. They both won Super Bowl. Obviously, they've done a lot for special teams. I respect that and appreciate that. But boy, Jalen and Jordan getting that much confidence this early is not good for anybody. Okay, that is not good for any kicker out there, but it is good special team.